The New York Auto Show is underway in Manhattan, and I went down there to speak with Nissan America's Chairman Carlos Tavares about his company's electric future. And I also asked him how Nissan plans to recover from Japan's devastating earthquake and tsunami.
We announced this morning here that we have now all the Nissan plants back in operation. So all the Nissan plants are now ramping up production again. Of course, we will need a few weeks. Possibly by the end of this month of April, we will be close to 50%, and possibly by the end of May, we'll be close to 100%. So we are ramping up. And now that all of our Nissan plants are operational, we are also helping our suppliers with our own people to make sure that we help our suppliers support our own supply chain. And of course, in the next weeks, we will see if all of our suppliers are able to follow our ramp up.
How important has the technology revolution been to the design of this car and to other Nissan automobiles? Because we hear so much about how what people want inside the cabin is they want every kind of electronic gadget that they're used to in the home. They just want it on four wheels now.
Well, you are right. I mean, when you look back the last decades, there is no example where you can say that the consumer gave up anything related to entertainment or gave up anything related to comfort or anything related to safety. So the history of the automobile is plus, plus, plus. You are always adding something and optimizing something at the same time. So everything which is related to connection with the outside world, navigation systems, telematics systems, everything which is related to safety standards has increased enormously, everything which is related to comfort and quietness. And I would mention as an example the Nissan Leaf, zero-emission vehicle with no tailpipe, where the quietness, because there is no internal combustion engine, the quietness is absolutely outstanding, as much as the takeoff acceleration of the car thanks to the torque of the electric motors.
So what about batteries as a competitive force in racing? When are we going to see hybrids or electric cars on the racetrack circuit?
Well, soon, I hope. This is our big ambition. That's why we are showing today here a zero-emission motorsports concept, the Nismo EV RC for racing competition. We think that Nissan will be also a leader in green motorsports.
Do you have any specific targets for the Nissan Leaf in terms of how many you'd like to sell?
I would say that we were very cautious in the way we launched the car, because we were so surprised to have very quickly 20,000 reservations. 3 months ahead of the launch of the car, we had to close the reservation because that pipe was already full. We have now visibility to deliver those cars by summer on the 7 launch markers. So our plan is to continue to expand the launch markers moving forward up to a nationwide coverage by 2012. That's what we are going to do. And it happens that in December 2012, we will have a 150,000 units per year capacity in Smyrna, Tennessee, to go mass market in the U.S. market.
In Smyrna, that'll be produced in Smyrna.
Absolutely, Smyrna, Tennessee.
Now, when you started in the automobile business, did you ever believe that you would be driving in an all-electric vehicle?
I must confess that it was difficult for me to manage that in 1981, 30 years ago. But, this industry is so complex, so sophisticated. There is so much engineering power in this industry that you can never say never. It's always moving. You are always pushing boundaries. So I think that zero-emission mobility is really something that will make a significant change in our industry. And working by Nissan, I'm very happy to be leading the way. This is my racing car.
Right?
So you see, this is a carbon fiber module cabin, so that the car is around 2,000 pounds. So it's much lighter, and you have the batteries in the back.
Yeah.
So you have a very nice weight repartition between front and rear.
Wow.
That's it.
Not very roomy, but who knows? Maybe it's very fast.